Well, in a crime drama, I think you'd look for the action.
Yes.
And you look for a lot of like violence just to portray like the genre.
And then you want the drama bit, which you want the like you portray in your trailer. You go back and it shows how it's affected you emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to link the sort of the music that you use for your soundtrack to the sort of like music that you be in that sort of crime. So you want like hip hop, so you sort of like link the music together.
You definitely want a variation of like camera angles.
What sorts of camera angles would you say?
Well, depending, say there's a shot of your when he comes in to beat up the two people, you want like high angle, low angle shots of him to make him look big and imposing, and like
high
low
angle
angle
shot of the people getting
beat up.
So they look vulnerable.
Yeah, like that shot you've got of him lying on the floor where it's just like looking down and makes him look quite small, and as he fades away.
What about close-ups? What do they tell you about?
Just shows you emotion.
Shows emotion, drama.
Alright then. Would you say the overall pace of the trailer should alternate between fast and slow, or be constant speed?
I think that the tempo should be, it's quite an emotional sort of trailer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a bit quite slow.
Fast, slow, fast. Yours kind of does that, really.
Like, there's a shot where like, you know, when he's like fading away, that needs to be quite slow, so sort of like, I don't know, so you can get the point down, and then.
Like where there's you and Matt getting attacked, that's quite fast.
Yeah, you want it to be
lots
fast.
of different shots, and then when it's you like grieving over your friends, it's quite slow tempo, isn't it? So
it all goes with the mood of the
so
thing.
it works.
Well, you also use the action quite well. You've got a fight scene, you've got the standoff between the two people. It's like quite violent, and it fits in with your genre well.
Like we said before, you got the good camera angles, like different, like close-ups, and high angle angles.
What about trailers in general with text, titles, and sorts of stuff? What's mine used?
You've got the titles like swooping in, like telling us what's going on.
The motion titles,
like coming soon, or the slash, which comes at like towards the end.
What does that?
It just shows that you sort of have a good understanding of trailers and how you sort of convey that.
Going back to the pace of the trailer, are the cuts frequent enough to kind of create a high speed?
The shots of the sped up traffic definitely shows the passing of time. Well. So.
Cutting in between. You've like kept the pace quite fast because you've cut frequently in between shots, so it like keeps up the action sort of genre.
Right. What about challenges? How's it gone against the conventional aspects of real trailers?
Maybe you haven't really used much dialogue in the movie, really.
No.
So maybe.
That's one thing I should do.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to. It works well that yours has no dialogue.
But maybe some.
But that's subvert.
I mean, the only diegetic sound that I've got in mind is the running.
Yeah.
And then, all the other additional sound is just the music over the top.
Yeah. But I think that works well. Even if that's subverting a convention, I think it works well.
Yeah.
Because it kind of like the mood something about the music just keeps the mood. If you know what I mean.
Kind of got an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Definitely like representing like sort of broken society. Like you're filming them in some sort of underground tunnel, and it's got like graffiti, and he's there like you've got the other main character who's like coming in like a grey tracksuit, which is quite close, and he's like running up like.
Got the hoodies and all that. Tracksuits and.
They kind of
fitting well. It's like good mise en scène.
And then it's like a lot of it's at night, which a lot of crime happens at night, and it
creates a dull sort of theme as well. Yeah.
Maybe, like we said before, put a little bit of dialogue in it. Like, so you could have like maybe just when they're fighting, you could have probably used a bit more, a bit more things just to say like
something more to look at, something more to get from it.
Yeah, because you'll be able to understand it better as well. Because we know he gets stabbed, but if you had sound, it would be so much easier to tell. Because It's quite like.
However, it is a teaser trailer, so it's supposed to kind of leave the.
Don't want to give too much away.
You don't want to give too much away, but I think that the dialogue would certainly, I don't know, help the reader, the audience to sort of understand the genre a bit more.
Yeah.
And generalise it a bit better.
Yeah.